from the David Mahoney Morning Show. So much of what makes a family happy is what takes place in our homes. And some of that is creating a mess, whether it's picking up a kid from soccer practice, baseball practice, and all of that yuck being brought into your home carpets or onto your hardwood or tile. And Zero Res actually has something that can help. They can handle every single surface in your homes like carpets, tile, grout, hardwood, LVP, stone, upholstery, rugs, and even air ducts. I've recently used Zero Res and they do an amazing job. And I have pets, okay? And my pets might be dirtier than your kids. Actually, after further review, probably not. But this month, get Zero Resified starting at just $45 per room and get an air duct cleaning starting at just $4.99. You owe it to yourself and to your family to breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res right now at 480-507-2419 or go online at ZeroResPhoenix.com and say you want the KDUS special. Spell it backwards or forwards. It all spells the same. Zero Res.
Fridays at 5, I'm out exploring. From hiking up Camelback to skiing at Snowbowl, the adventures never stop with AAA. It's membership that travels with me, whether behind the wheel or a passenger. In my ride, my buddies, or a rental. AAA's got 24/7 expert help with tows, battery help, and more. Plus branch services like free passport photos and trip planning. Membership gives you all this and more for less than $6 a month. And I can add loved ones for half off. Call or visit your local branch today. AAA, your membership to go.
Megan's grandfather bought his first Ranger here. Her dad bought his first F-150 here. And she just drove off the lot in a new Ford Expedition for her family. 3 generations, all choosing Sanderson Ford. Visit Sanderson during their anniversary sale and see why. Right now, purchase any new Ford and get a $500 Circle K fuel card on Sanderson. We have your first 5 tanks covered. When you're in the market for a new vehicle, choose the dealership families have been trusting for over 70 years. Choose Sanderson Ford. Not valid on fleet or AXZ or D-Plan purchases. Offer expires 5/31/26.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a diamond sourcing expert, I'll tell you just how differently we source our diamonds so your engagement ring can be the most beautiful. We work directly with our diamond partners who reserve the best stones just for us. We handpick and inspect each diamond, then negotiate the best price. At Shane Company, we believe this is the only way to properly buy a diamond because a friend goes the extra mile to make sure you get your dream diamond at your dream price. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Try the turkey, bacon, and avocado at Port of Subs. Fresh, craveable, and loaded with flavor. Order now at portofsubs.com.
Slice fresh sandwiches, Port of Subs.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix. It's the lunch break.
Oh, a happy NFL schedule release day to you. It is the Thursday edition of the lunch break. We're here on KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, is on the other side of the glass, and I'm going to make a proclamation at the beginning of the show. Producer Evan, you're not prepared for this. I need the breaking news sounder. Proclamation coming before we get to the daily special. Before we get to Take a Note Thursday, today going to be the spiciest show of the week. You want to know why?
Why?
I sat in traffic for 2 hours this morning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I was fired up when I showed up today.
You were hot coming in today.
Showed up way later than I normally would. We were scrambling to put the show together.
But it's here. It's
and
together.
then, last night happened. And yes, don't worry, everybody. It's going to the top of the mountain.
Time for our top story of the day. It's the Daily Special.
I'm going to try to do this as calmly as I can. Diamondbacks made a comeback last night, but ultimately it came up short. Why did it come up short? Well, for the first time all season, Paul Sewald blew his first save of 2026. First time this year, Paul Sewald taking the ball in the ninth inning with his team having a lead, and he gave that lead up. Texas Rangers win the game. Texas Rangers win the series. And there's part of me that feels we may be responsible for this here today. You would be insane right now to suggest taking Paul Sewald out of the closer's role. Yeah. I did say that earlier this week on Tuesday's show when we were heaping all sorts of praise on Paul Sewald. I said, you'd be insane for wanting him out of the role. I think I shared a statistic or two about how great there are 3 pitchers in baseball with 8 or more saves and a 100% in save opportunities.
Not
meaning
anymore.
They have not blown a save.
Yeah, not anymore.
The 3 pitchers
It's 2
are
now. It's 2.
Mason Miller.
Yeah, he's still there.
Aroldis Chapman.
I think he's still good.
And Paul Sewald.
Yeah, not anymore. Past me, you're incorrect. That was true at the time.
It is no longer accurate. It is no longer a true statement to say that Paul Sewald is 100% on his save chances.
But do you still agree with me? He could blow 2 or 3 straight saves, and I still think
You're still sticking with him.
you're sticking with it.
Boy, Tuesday's show really is going to age really well. That is all from the same segment on Tuesday. I think there's one more. Isn't there one more? But I'll tell you this right now. Paul Sewald's earned a bad week.
Well, we're going to test that theory. We are going to give me that one more time. Can I have that one more time, please?
But I'll tell you this right now. Paul Sewald earned a bad week.
Yeah, well, let's find out. Let's find out if he's earned it, because
Last night was the worst time for Paul Sewald to pick up his first blown save of the season. And that was the worst of Meltdown Mountain. That goes to the top of the list. That is number 1. And it is number 1 not because Paul Sewald blew a save, but it's that Paul Sewald blows his first save in that game where they make the comeback. And instead of winning 2 out of 3, instead of winning a series in Texas, they dropped 2 of 3 to Texas. And now we got to sit here with a day off today. Series against Colorado starting tomorrow. And we've got to sit in a huge missed opportunity last night by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Win the first game of this series. It wasn't pretty. You won a 1-0 game. But what did we come in here and say the next day? Now you've got 2 chances to win another series, to win back-to-back series. When's the last time they did that? And it was set up perfectly. But you allow 3 runs in the 9th inning. You're down 3-0 in this game. You score 1 in the 6th, you score 1 in the 7th, and then you have the huge 3-run 9th inning. The double from Arenado, the single from Vargas. Really, the 2 guys who have been the most consistent in your lineup, fueling a comeback. The answer backs, dare I say, showed up last night. And then for the first time all year, I don't know which clip I want you to play here again to just troll me, but for the first time all season, Paul Sewald blew a save. There are 3 pitchers in baseball.
Yeah, 2.
With 8 or more saves and a 100%
Stop the clip.
in save.
Stop. Paul Sewald still got 8 saves. They didn't take one away from him last night. He still got those 8. They don't remove one. He just didn't get to add one last night.
It happened last night. You would be insane right now to suggest taking Paul Sewald out of the closing role. You know what? You're throwing this all on me. You're on here too, okay? Play yours. You're playing mine a bunch. How about you play yours?
He can blow 2 or 3 straight saves, and I still think
you're still sticking with it.
You're sticking with it.
See, I couldn't even,
you couldn't help yourself.
I couldn't even let that just be you.
Even in my take there, you jump in.
You're right. I was feeling myself on Tuesday. I was feeling good about Paul Sewald. I had that statistic ready to go for everybody. And even when you were like, yeah, Chris, I'm right there with you. Yeah, Paul Sewald, don't move him. I couldn't help myself. I had to commandeer your take. That was Tuesday. That was Tuesday's show. It's Thursday. That less than 48 hours later.
36 hours after saying that, he blew the worst save of the season for the Diamondbacks. He put one in the catastrophic plate.
Yeah. That's the top.
And I don't know if it is because remember that I don't know if it's one because Taylor Rashi and Jonathan Velasquez did blow a 7-1 lead in Baltimore.
I understand that. This one hurts more because you made the comeback.
But yeah, that's exactly what
you had the great ninth inning.
By numbers, it's because you come in the 9th and you score 3 in a time where for a lot of that game, I thought the offense was pressing too much. I thought they looked really bad again.
Oh, really? How about this? How about I give you some statistics? How about the 13 men left on base? How about the 3 for 16 with runners in scoring position? You want some statistics to back up your feeling that they're pressing? How about those two right there?
Right, so you have the 2 that you got in the 6th and 7th, but outside of that, I mean, for the first 5 innings of the game, you couldn't do anything. And
then you have the moment, right? The moment that we've all been kind of waiting for. You have it in the 9th inning. You put together a rally. Because let's face it, at the start of the 9th inning, it's 3-2. You think game over.
Yeah.
With the state of this offense,
you don't think you're going to score one. And all of a sudden they break it open with 3. And maybe it's partly my fault, but you're like, all right, wrap this up. Somebody get Paul Sewald up and moving, and we're good.
Right. You go from, with how bad our offense is, we can't come back 3-2, to then all of a sudden thinking we have a lead. We've got one of the best closers in baseball this year. We're going to lock this down. We're going to steal one. We're going to go into Texas, and we're going to steal a 1-0 game, and we're going to steal this one, and we're going to take 2 out of 3, and then it all gets ripped away from you.
And it happens from the opening get-go in the 9th, where you go, Carroll double, the Perdomo walk, Arenado obviously ties it then, and you tack on 2 more, and then just you get the first out. Relatively easy. He got Seager, and once you get through that even, you're like, okay, we're good. But Jake Berger does it to you again. He ends up driving in 4 of the 5 runs, 5 of the 6 runs for them. And it's just, come on.
Well, the other part, too, is you did give up the single in the middle, but you got 2 outs. It was 5-3, and you were 1 out away. Gave up 3 runs with 2 outs. Seager strikes out. Josh Jung singles. Carter flies out. You're sitting there 5-3 with 2 outs.
And even then Duran doubles.
It's still 5-4.
Still 5-4.
I still got a
have 2
chance.
outs.
But then we walk Ozuna. And then Berger does the damage to tie it. And then Jansen against Murillo comes in and wins the game.
And Murillo only threw 1 pitch.
I'm not going to get on my guy.
You can't get on Juan Murillo for that. It's not even his earned run.
He's not supposed to be in the game. My entire 2-hour drive in today, I thought to myself, boy, we're going to have some fun in the open with all the stupid clips from Tuesday's show. First thing I said to you when I got here today is that I got a project for you. You got to go to Tuesday's show, and you got to pull all the nice things we said about Paul Sewald, all the things that have aged poorly in 48 hours.
He could blow 2 or 3 straight saves, and I still think
you're still sticking with him.
You're sticking with him.
Now, we're not at 2 or 3 yet, so we can still stick with him. Right? Play it one more time. Very clear in there. We gave him 2 or 3.
He could blow 2 or 3 straight saves, and I still think
you're still sticking with him.
You're sticking with him.
That was the first one last night. We're okay. We've got time. I see you back there. You want to play another one? Go ahead. Yeah, but I'll tell you this right now. Paul Sewald's earned a bad week. Is it a bad week yet? Is one a bad week? It's not a. It's trending.
It's not a 1-run save with a home run. It's not, right? You couldn't get the final out.
Right, you were on the doorstep.
You had 2 outs up 2, and you blew the save. Not only blew the save, you lost the game.
Blew the save, lost the game, lost the series. I mean, the roller coaster just in the 9th inning of thinking we're going to lose the series to, oh my gosh, we came back, to, oh no, we lost the series. All in the span of 1 inning of baseball.
Yeah. I was at a pedal house last night. Told you I'm having some AC issues.
You did. We're both fired up today.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you're leaving early after the show today because a entire new air conditioning unit is being installed on the roof of your house.
Via crane.
So somebody's got to be there to make sure everything goes according to plan. So we're both a little on edge here today.
So, I'm not going to watch this game in a 90-degree room.
No, of course not.
So I went to pedal house. It's just devastating. Just devastating. I watched Colorado win the game, the Rangers walk it off, and Cleveland get the win, all within 2 minutes of each other.
And I know we're having some fun here in the open, mainly to stop ourselves from crying at Paul Sewald blowing that save last night. But I will say this. I'm not worried.
It's just one game, right? I think everything we said on Tuesday still stands true.
Both feet on the ground, stand by what I said.
Yeah, I'm okay with that right now. It was one save. It wasn't a couple of bad saves in a row. I would not describe it as a bad week just yet, because if Paul Sewald goes out there and has 2 save opportunities over the weekend against Colorado and he secures both of them and they win the series in Colorado, you're going to feel better. You're still going to think, wow, what a missed chance. And we can do the thing of you missed the playoffs by 1 game. You're going to circle that one, right? That's why I put that one so high up on the list, because that's one at the end of the year, just as the same as the 7-1 game.
You circle.
Those 2 you're going to circle and be like, if we missed the playoffs by 1 or 2 games, that's what did it.
And Code puts it out over on the YouTube, and it's a good point. And you did sign an older veteran. Like, I don't know, is he going to run out of, is he going to run out of bullets? Is this going to be an issue that they're going to deal with? Because he's right. This was eerily similar to how it ended last time.
Sure, but I caution against one day after he has his first real blow up of the year to all of a sudden forget what we said 2 days ago and say, oh, we're done. Get me a new closer, Juan Murillo, Jonathan Loaizaga. How quickly can AJ Puck get back? Like, that is, to me, extremely overreactionary. Now, he blows 3 or 4 saves in a row. It takes him a while to get back into the save column. Yeah, because we think the margin for error for this Diamondbacks team making the postseason is going to be rather slim. And you can't put a closer out there that's giving away games. But
Correct.
Paul Sewald's been great so far this year. And I fully stand by what we said on Tuesday. He has earned 1 bad game. He has earned a couple of bad games. He has earned a bad week. We just have to. I know it pains all of us to do this. We kind of just have to be patient. We can't forget about it. But we just got to let it go and see what happens the next time out. But yeah, that's about as bad of a loss as you can have all season right now. That's the worst loss of the year. But I'll tell you this right now. Paul Sewald's earned a bad week. He has. He's earned a bad week. If he comes out and gets 2 saves over the weekend, I don't think it's a bad week.
No.
I think he's okay.
No, I think he's okay. But I am a little concerned, just naturally.
I think it's fair to be concerned because he blew that save last night after being great.
One of the things we were talking about, though, was him doing it with, good stuff, not great stuff, and a fastball that's in the low 90s.
Right.
And for the first time all year, those were hit around.
Well, right. The moment he starts to show signs of aging or starts to show signs of not being as sharp, we're all going to point to, he doesn't throw a great fastball. Mason Miller, the best closer in the sport. There's a 10-mile-an-hour difference between them. How is he doing this? It's smoke and mirrors. Oh, trust me. All of that is baked into this. Everybody feels it, and they're just kind of waiting until he blows up to bring it up. But it's fair to say, listen, the way he's doing this doesn't feel super sustainable, but he's been doing it. This was the first time he didn't. This was the first time in a save situation this year he didn't. But to me, you would be a bad manager if you overreacted to last night and didn't trust him in save situations. That is a gross overreaction to 1 bump in the road. Because guess what? Everybody in this bullpen has had bumps this year. Jonathan Loaizaga, Juan Murillo, Andrew Hoffman. Name a reliever for the Diamondbacks. There is a moment this season where they have not pitched their best. You cannot radically change your bullpen because of 1 bad outing. You have 3 bad outings, 4 bad outings, 5 bad outings. Okay, now I've got a sample size worth diving into. But 1 bad outing, sure, that sucked. That was a bad spot to have that happen last night. But I think you got to maintain and stay the course.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. You can also chat away with us over on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. When we come back, it is schedule release day in the NFL. Some leaks are already out there. We'll tell you what we know about the Cardinals schedule so far. And we've got the Thanksgiving slate already. We'll talk about that next. It's the lunch break. KDUS AM 1060.
Join in on the Sports Zoo with Dave Rooster Bierstein.
Was Kevin Durant out because it is a 7-game series and we could afford to lose a game? Maybe. I was surprised to see him on the bench. Everyone was surprised. The odds makers were surprised. Who knew that the Houston Rockets without Durant can't find someone to make a bucket? You know, Sengun's a very good player, and in years past, he might have been the guy to try and carry the load, but it didn't look good at all for the Rockets without KD.
Live weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m. Hurt in a crash? Call the accident attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9 million. The system is rigged. Insurance companies protect themselves. Sweet James protects you. 2 billion won. 500 trials, 98% winning record. They put power and respect on your side. Pay no fees unless they win. 800-9 million. 800-900-0000 and sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9 million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Foreigner, celebrating 50 years.
You're as cold as ice.
5 decades of hit songs.
Feels like the first time.
Come alive on one stage.
It's urgent.
Foreigner. Sunday, October 18th, Talking Stick Resort. Tickets on sale now at TalkingStickResort.com. All the hits on one stage. Foreigner, celebrating 50 years, live.
When you hear crunch, whine, boing,
Alaskan AC will arrive to fix it in less than 24 hours from the first crunch,
whine, boing. No matter what kind of
crunch,
whine, or boing your AC is making.
we fix it on your schedule.
That's huge. We guarantee to be there in 24 hours or less, or the repair is free.
We not only get there fast, we Polar Bear promise we'll get the job done right.
We believe you deserve fresh air free of humidity in every room of your home, and you should never hear crunch,
Whine,
boing.
If you do, call Alaskan AC, and we guarantee we'll be there in under 24 hours.
If we don't make it, your repair will be free.
no matter how big the crunch,
boing,
or whine.
Wait, I thought I was whine.
You're crunch.
I'm crunch. You're boing.
I don't think I'm boing. Gary's more of a boing than me.
William is crunch.
Schedule now and tell us who boing is. Only at AlaskanAC.com.
Jim Rome here with your Rome Report. Is there anyone anywhere surprised that Victor Wembanyama came out and went full alien last night against Minnesota after he was ejected in Game 4 for cracking Naz Reid? And all this rage about how he should have been suspended on top of that ejection and that Minnesota got under his skin, into his head, and they would do it again in Game 5. Yeah, well, horrible take, Hot Take Nation. Swing and a miss, Lava Pigs. Of course, this guy was dominant last night, enabling the Spurs to rip back control of the series. There is your future face of the league, showing that he's way ahead of schedule and that he truly is one of one. I mean, big ups to the Wolves. Never say never when it comes to these guys. Not dead, can't quit. And yes, they have come back before, but they're not coming back this time. Not now, not against this guy, and not to go lava pig like the Lava Pigs themselves, but the NBA has never seen anything like Wemby before. And I mean ever. I'm Jim Rome. And remember, you can follow me on Instagram at Jim Rome.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The U.S. Treasury just released its official financial report for 2025. Buried in it is a startling admission. By its own numbers, it appears the U.S. government is insolvent. When governments go this deep in debt, they print money, raise taxes, or cut benefits, none of which can help protect you. That's why people move part of their savings into physical gold and silver. Call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD for their complimentary gold and silver guide. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. Do it before the next headline, not after. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
ASU Baseball enters its final regular season series over on KAZG 1440. Join the Sun Devils this Thursday afternoon as they take on Houston. Head coach Lee Bloomquist is more than ready to have his final series of the regular season start with a win. Join the voice of the Sun Devils, Tim Healy, on the call live. It's ASU versus Houston this Thursday afternoon. A pregame starting at 4:15 p.m. and first pitch at 4:30 over on KAZG 1440.
Well, later on today, we'll know the full schedule, but we're starting to get a couple leaks as to what the Cardinals' schedule might look like for 2026. We know, at least from what I'm seeing, 2 games so far, Producer Evan. Now, don't play the win-loss game. Save that for tomorrow. But the 2 games that we know, you turn your microphone on, which concerns me. Don't play the win-loss game. Okay, I'm going to say a game out loud, and I don't want you to be like, loss. I don't need that. The 2 games we know. Week 1, the Cardinals will be starting on the road. I believe it is the 4th straight season. The Cardinals will start away.
Correct.
And they will start at Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers.
They will play at Los Angeles in SoFi twice this year. They will start with one of them week 1.
And we also know that in week 4, they will go on the road, East Rutherford, New Jersey, to take on the New York Giants. Those are 2 games we know. That's it. The other 15, we're still waiting.
There is like week 7, just based on some of the games that have been released. They could play Denver, Washington, Detroit, and or San Fran. So it looks like week 7 they'll be home. It could be at San Fran, but that's one of 4 options. So it looks like they're getting to, or you're starting to be at a point where as games get released, you can start to piece together some of the puzzle.
Well, and knowing the opener and knowing that it's on the road in LA, we are able to at least today have this conversation. It is not the ideal opener for Mike LaFleur and the Cardinals. It's not if you could dream up the opponent that you would want to face to open the year. I don't think you would pick Justin Herbert and the Chargers in SoFi Stadium.
No, it would not be playing a John Harbaugh-led football team.
Now, in general, the Cardinals don't have a lot of...
Jim Harbaugh, sorry.
Well, they're going to face both Harbaughs.
They are.
Those are the 2 games we know so far. There's not a lot of soft spots on the Cardinals schedule in general. Their win total is 4.5 in Vegas. But hosting the Jets, facing the Raiders, right? Those are maybe the Saints you can consider as a more even matchup for them. One of those 3 games I think you'd like to see to open the year, to maybe get an early win, to feel good about yourself, and kind of get the positive momentum rolling. Well, that's out the window. That's not going to happen. They're now going to have to go on the road and take on Herbert, Harbaugh, a Chargers team that's got a lot of buzz around them. Really big year for Herbert. A prove-it year in a lot of ways. And that's how they're going to get their season started. I've already seen some people on social media circle that Giants game as Carson Beck versus Jackson Dart.
4 games in the year.
That's week 4. People are already saying it.
You knew that conversation was going to happen fast.
Well, and when we know the full schedule, I think it'll be interesting to look at where may the landing spot be for a potential Carson Beck takes over as the starter spot.
Yeah, people are going. I mean, that was the conversation we had the other day, right? Like, I think as soon as you look at the schedule, you're going to be saying, okay, here's a soft spot. Maybe they turn to Carson here. I still think that's going to be a really interesting part of the schedule. If it's like week 2 or 3, I think it's going to struggle to be there.
Although, again, I will just remind everybody that Jacoby Brissett doesn't plan on showing up to anything voluntary.
Which helps Carson quite a bit.
So 2 of the games so far for the Cardinals released. We know week 1 they'll go to the Chargers, and then week 4 they'll be at the Giants. Do you have the Thanksgiving slate? Because you made a comment to me today in the morning meeting.
It's the greatest slate in the history of Thanksgiving.
That's the comment that you made to me this morning, yes.
Yes.
That's exactly what you said to me this morning.
So this year, a little different, starts on Wednesday.
And that game's Packers-Rams, right?
Packers-Rams
that game's gonna
in
be great.
LA on Thursday. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay,
That's in 5 p.m. local.
So let's just back up for a second. Thanksgiving Eve, you've got a window all to itself for a game between 2, at least on paper, as we sit here in the summertime, summertime, 2 teams on paper that people expect to be pretty good.
Two very good NFC teams. That will be on Netflix.
And that I don't want to say that late into the season, but we're talking the end of November. That could be a high-stakes affair.
Correct.
For seeding.
Correct. And then I think we're going to have 3 maybe decent stakes games here on Thanksgiving. It'll start, obviously, in Detroit. Bears at Lions. That's the 1 o'clock game.
That's a great
on
game.
CBS. Unbelievable. The afternoon game, obviously, will be in Dallas. It'll be Eagles at Cowboys. Don't know what either team is going to be, but you assume they're both going to be relevant. They are, bitter rivals, and you get to see that in the middle of the day. It's better than some of the Cowboys-Giants games we've gotten over the last few years. Last one, maybe the best game of the day. Chiefs at Bills. That'll be the nightcap. An 8:20 start, 5:20 local for the Kansas City Buffalo game. Obviously, Mahomes versus Allen on Thanksgiving night.
I would like to just apologize in advance to my family. Wednesday night through Thursday night, they are not. I'll come out to grab a plate of food, but I'll be on the couch.
I'll be paying attention.
Yeah, I'll be watching some football.
And then Black Friday, you have Broncos at Steelers, and we can play a game on that one. How many total points? 3 points, the under.
Not a fan of
in Broncos Steelers.
Yeah, Raj will be slinging it.
Raj will be slinging it.
He'll be slinging it.
But yeah, maybe the best Thanksgiving slate I can remember in a long time.
Yeah, really good. It's really good, and it's set up pretty nicely. So we'll get some more leaks throughout the course of the day, and if we learn anything about the Cardinals schedule, we'll keep you updated as the show moves on. But those are the only 2 games that we know as of this point. We'll get the primetime slate here at some point as well. The international slate got released yesterday, so there'll be a slow drip up until the actual schedule release. And really, what matters when the schedule release comes out is the social media videos. The way that the social media teams for all these organizations choose to reveal their schedule.
Correct. And there will be jokes.
I am going to be interested to see what some teams do if they play the New England Patriots this year. That's all I'll say. I'll be intrigued to see how teams handle that. Because usually you poke fun at the team that you're playing. And, there's been a lot of poking of fun at the New England Patriots as of late. And I don't know if the teams themselves are going to dip into that end of the pool, but we'll see. One of my favorites, I shouldn't say my absolute.
What were some of the best ones from last year?
I don't know if this was last year, but it is always my favorite when the Titans go down to Broadway Street.
Oh, yes. And they ask people who they're playing.
That is fantastic. I hope they do that again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep doing that.
Just keep doing it. Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I think a lot of it, you know what you should do this year? Instead of asking people for their team names, what do you know about this team?
Man, I hope I just thought of this in my head. Somebody should partner with Backyard Baseball because they brought it back. They should create it in that.
Yes. It's a home run.
3D modeling with the teams. That'd be pretty fun. We'll see.
There's going to be some awesome ones later tonight.
There's going to be a lot of fun ones. Yes. It's going to be a lot of fun ones. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. You can also chat away with us over on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. We'll keep an eye on the schedule release as the day moves along, but just know tomorrow a full breakdown, and we will play the ever-famous win-loss game on tomorrow's program. When we come back, how hard will it be for the Suns to improve their financial situation? And should that factor into their offseason plans? That's next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty.
Wait, what?
Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chicago Sticks, the Windy Cities Tour. Finally, 2 iconic bands together for the first time. September 1st, Mortgage Matchup Center. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Chicago and Sticks. All the hits, your kind of tour.
When I scraped my car in that parking garage, I was worried that it could be a long process to take care of it. Like a landscaper's first day trimming a hedge maze.
I have definitely already been here. Now, was it left, right, or right, left? Well, maybe I'll cut a path out and find my way back later.
But it wasn't like that. I filed a claim in under 2 minutes on the Geico app, and they handled it from there. It was taken care of almost as quickly as it happened.
It feels good to get help quick. It feels good to Geico.
At Banner Health, we don't wait for the future. We build it. We're finding new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. It's no small work. But to us, it's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
Hey there, campers! It's Jan from Toyota. Time to pack your bags and buckle your seatbelts because this summer we're headed to Camp Toyota. And the fun starts now! We're kicking things off by kicking up mud. Jump in, campers. We're going off-roading in a powerful new 4Runner. Next, we're taking a RAV4 to go fly fishing. Then we're heading to the hot springs in a spacious Sequoia.
Jan, what is that smell?
Sulfur stinks. Now we're hitting the hiking trails for rugged Grand Highlander. And finally, park your Tundras and Tacomas around the campfire because we're roasting marshmallows. Don't worry if you burn a few, folks. I brought a truckload. Your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Event ends June 1st.
Toyota, let's go places.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Does LeBron want to play another year, 2 years? How important is maybe going someplace to win another title? Going back to Cleveland, you bookend your career. The money aspect of it, the Lakers with Austin Reeves, it's Luka's team. How do you surround him? What do you surround him with? I thought LeBron did a pretty admirable job. In the playoffs, I thought he played pretty well. Now, there are times when he looks like he's 41, which is understandable. But he's not my lead dog.
Weekdays, 6 to 9 a.m. on KTUS AM 1060.
Back here on the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you today here on the show. Producer Evan, what are you going to do during the leftovers today? There's no NBA games for you to preview tonight.
Well, we'll do a PGA Championship update.
Oh, we'll check in on the bets.
Yeah, we'll check in over there. Maybe I have some stories for you. You don't know.
Well, usually the leftovers is where we, preview what you can watch.
Yes, sometimes
evening.
I'll do a what you can watch this evening.
And there's no basketball tonight.
No basketball doesn't mean there's nothing to watch.
You going to hit me with some Stanley Cup playoffs? Is that what you're going to do? Okay.
Yeah.
Just
we got a couple good games tonight in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and we will get into those in the leftovers.
Speaking of the NBA, I find myself kind of wanting to, like I'm playing NBA 2K, simulate to the end of the postseason since the Suns aren't in it anymore, because I want to get to what, for Suns fans, is their version of the postseason, at least this year, which is the offseason. And it is an offseason where they will have some decisions to make. There will be some changes to this roster, and I find myself clicking on and reading any story that is written about what the Suns may do in the offseason, what options are available to them. I can't get enough
of this content. So I was reading a story on Bright Side of the Sun this morning talking about all of the options that the Suns have, right? The mid-level exemption, where they sit in terms of the salary cap, right? They're $15.3 million under the luxury tax. They're $23 million under the first apron, $36 million under the second apron. And this debate that I think is going to rage on, at least until we start to see what the Suns are doing. Is it a priority for them to get under the luxury tax for a second straight year so that they can lose their repeater status? Matt Ishbia has made it clear that he is willing to spend money when it makes sense, when the time is right, when he feels like the team is in win-now mode and the chips should be pushed into the middle. He got it wrong the last time around with this, but he felt like there was a team a couple years ago that deserved the chips to be pushed into the middle, so he did it. And they were a second apron team. They were one of the highest, if not the highest, taxpayers in the NBA. So we know that the Suns have a ownership structure where when they feel like they are in a position to do so, money is not going to be an object. But right now, in this transition period for this team, there's kind of this push and pull on, do we really want to be a tax team? Do we really want to pay this little extra right now and we're not really going for it? We kind of want to dip under, remove the penalties so that when we go back into it in the future, we've, saved up the war chest, right? And they did it last year in season. They made a move to get themselves under that luxury tax threshold, but they need to do it again next year in order to shed their repeater status. The only problem with that is they are $15.3 million under the apron right now. And I don't need to tell you, but Colin Gillespie, Jordan Goodwin, and Mark Williams are going to cost more than $15.3 million to be brought back for next season. So if you did absolutely nothing other than bring back the guys that you have, use the 47th overall draft pick, you are going to be above the tax threshold. And more than likely, you're going to be above the first apron. So now we get into how big of an offseason do the Suns want to have? How important is it to them to get under the luxury tax? And what levers can they pull to get under the luxury tax, yet still improve the team? And we keep circling back to, on the program, a trade of Grayson Allen and a trade of Royce O'Neal. And I want to share to you a tweet. This is from the beginning of May, but it was in the story that I read today on Bright Side of the Sun. And it's from Keith Smith, who's the numbers guy over at Spotrac. Again, this is from the beginning of the month. Quote, I'm continuing to tweak my cap space projections for this summer as we gather more intel and plans for the offseason become clearer. Now, I'm projecting only 4 cap space teams in July. The Bulls, the Lakers, the Nets, and the Pistons. Why are those teams important? Well, this story on Bright Side of the Sun points out, Rod Argent is who wrote this story for Bright Side of the Sun. I wanted to give proper credit. Is that, well, it's much easier to move contracts when the opposing team can take on money, right? You don't have to do this game where, okay, you're taking this contract, but I'll take this contract back so that our numbers work. When a team has cap space, they don't have to really think about those things as hard, right? If there's a team that doesn't have cap space, they've got to make the salaries match. And so for the Suns, the benefit of moving these guys is freeing up that money. So if you have to take a contract back, it doesn't actually benefit you to make that trade. That's where it gets complicated. And I keep going back to, what is the priority this summer for the Phoenix Suns? Is the priority to clean up their financial mess from the last couple of years, or at least continue to clean up the financial mess over the last couple of years? Or is the priority to really improve this basketball team? And no, I don't mean Giannis. I don't mean Zion. I don't mean making a big trade. But there are ways for them to use all the options that are available to them, the exemptions and everything they have, to, yes, be a first apron team, but have a better roster. What is the priority? Because I don't know if there's a world to do both. This is going to be a huge, massive test for Brian Gregory. Because if he is able to pull off staying under the luxury tax and yet making us all feel like the team is much improved, a job well done from Brian Gregory. I think the Suns are going to have to pick. And based on what we heard, based on what they said at their end of season media availability, I would think the priority right now is staying under that luxury tax for a second straight season to shed their repeater status. That's not flashy. I'm not necessarily in love with it, but that feels like what they want to do. If they can find a way to do both, I think they will. But I think when push comes to shove, they like the group that they have. They're hoping for some health luck to go their way, and they really want to reset the financials. They took the dead money on Bradley Beal's waive and stretch. They've got $23 million in dead money in total. They've been a luxury tax team a lot lately. They finally got on last year. They did all of this work. And I'm just not sure I fully believe just yet that they're willing to throw that work away to maybe go from a 45-win team to what, a 50-win team, a 51-win team. They may bet on the idea of player development, continuity, and health, getting them those 5 or 6 wins rather than going out there and getting new players to get them those 5 or 6 more wins. That's what I think they're thinking.
Yeah, and I think that makes the most sense.
I don't love it. I would be a first apron team if it meant I can make a sizable improvement.
But even a sizable improvement, is that going to be enough to actually get you to win an NBA championship? At the end of the day, the goal is to win championships.
Yes.
And if I don't think they can do it, even with, a couple additions, unless barring it's Giannis, that they can't compete in the Western Conference. I'm watching Oklahoma City play. Nobody can beat them. Period. I know the Spurs are great. They can't beat that team.
Be careful. We're on a string of some really great predictions here on the show.
But do you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. And
if it is the Spurs, okay.
The Suns aren't, and we said this earlier this week.
Aren't in that conversation.
The thing we're taking away from the NBA playoffs is the Suns are very behind. The Suns are very behind, and that's okay. They're going to get there, but they are very behind, and they should kind of try to stay the course. But it's a hard sell to just run the same roster back when it ended the way that it did.
Yes.
But they've earned a little bit of trust. But I think they're going to have to pick between those two paths, and I think they're going to pick the path that helps them financially, more so than the one that helps them win maybe 2 or 3 more basketball games.
I tend to agree, and I think that's the right decision.
Okay. I hope that you're right. I always hate teams that bet on health luck going their way.
But I don't know if they're...
Here are the 2 things you're betting on. You're betting on health luck, and you're betting on Jordan Knott utilizing Kaman Malawach and Rasheer Fleming.
But you're not all in this year.
No. But you think that you can do better than you did this year, right? That's the message that we got, that they actually think there's more in this team.
Yes.
Your pathway of getting there is guys staying healthy and Jordan not utilizing his rookies better.
But now, I do think it's them looking to the future. It's not them. Okay, here's my point. They're not a second apron team right now. They're not a team that fell short in the first or second round, being a second apron team. And we think that they have massive holes and they're competing for a championship right now. And then they come out and say, well, we think continuity is the problem.
No, I hear
that is a very different conversation than this Suns team, who is saying, we think with a little continuity, we can win a couple more games and we can continue to, as it was put earlier on Twitter, as we've talked about, hit doubles, go gap to gap, try to be relevant, but still look 3-4 years down the line to when we think we could be a championship contender.
I will tell you, it's a fine needle to thread. Because very easily the health luck can continue to not go your way. You don't develop these guys. Jordan Knott doesn't trust them and doesn't play them more. And we're talking about a team that wins 41, 42 games next year. Right? I mean, you can see that. I don't think it's going to happen.
If they win, 2 games less than they did last year, 3 games less than they did last year, do you look at it as a massive step backwards?
No, but what I'm saying is you want to continue to take those small steps forward, and in year 2, you wouldn't have.
Yes. Different scenario, but I think similar conversation. We talked about ASU football, like kind of building on their momentum. Obviously, after last year they go 8-5.
Right.
Like, do you feel like they've taken a step backwards?
Yes, I think they took a step backwards from the year they went to the Big 12 championship. I'm not saying.
Do you think it's going to cost them?
No.
Okay.
No.
So then I guess I'm fine if you take a minor step backwards because health luck doesn't go your way without mortgaging the future to try and win 5 more games.
It depends on what it looks like. Right?
Yeah.
It depends on if they miss the win total from this year, right? If they're short of 45, what do they get to and how did they get there? What does it look like? Because if it's more injuries that stack up, I'm going to be like, yeah, like this is what you get when you gamble like this. If it doesn't work with some of the role pieces, like if Rasheer Fleming doesn't take that next step, if you don't get more from Kaman Malawach, you're then going to start to say, okay, are you really good in the player development department? All of a sudden, the goodwill that they have starts to erode a little bit. That's all I'm saying. The goodwill erodes.
And I think it would have to be way less than like 40 games. Like they would have to win. They would have to be under 500 again.
I think if they're a playing team again next year, they're fine.
I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. If you are in the same 7-8 game, you are fine.
I think you're fine.
If you're the 10 seed,
you're barely in as the 12, barely in as the, what would that be? The 7, 8, the 10 seed, the last seed. If you're barely in, it's a different story.
But if you get into that same game you played in this year, whether you're the 7 or the 8,
right?
I think you still have that good grace here in town.
Yep. 480-864-1060, the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. You can also join us, the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. When we come back, it is a Take a Note Thursday. I think we got a lot of stuff to get to in the Take a Note Thursday. We will get to it next. The lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RT O'Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RT O'Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
It's John Holberg here from the Morning Sickness, shilling away for Lifted Trucks. I have not shut up about my Ford Bronco, and there's a reason. It's not just a Bronco. It's a one-of-a-kind Bronco built at Lifted Trucks, and I'm not exaggerating. People walk up to me, total strangers, parking lots, gas stations, lights, breweries. Hey, man, coolest Bronco I've ever seen, they say. And that does not happen with a stock car. That's what Lifted Trucks does. They don't just sell vehicles, they build them. Custom lifts, wheels, paint, interiors, stuff you're not going to see driving around next to you at every stoplight. And it's not just me. My dad saw mine and said, yeah, I'm going to get one of those. And now he's got his own Bronco from Lifted Trucks, custom paint, custom interior. It's lifted up, the whole thing. It's beautiful, and it's one of a kind. And it's not just Broncos either. I was there the other day, saw a Ford King Ranch, perfectly matched custom paint, absolutely beautiful. That truck looked like it was already sitting in its forever garage. Here's the best part. They'll ship it anywhere. So it doesn't matter where you are. You can get something built just for you. And if you want something that actually stands out, there's one place to go. LiftedTrucks.com. Work hard, play hard, drive harder.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade 2026. Live at Chase Field, September 6th, 2026. With special guest, Jimmy Eat World. Get tickets now at livenation.com. For more, visit mychemicalromance.com.
Join in on the Sports Zoo with Dave Rooster Beerstein.
Was Kevin Durant out because it is a 7-game series and we could afford to lose a game? Maybe. I was surprised to see him on the bench. Everyone was surprised. The odds makers were surprised. Who knew that the Houston Rockets without Durant can't find someone to make a bucket? Sengun's a very good player, and in years past, he might have been the guy to try and carry the load, but it didn't look good at all for the Rockets without KD.
Live weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m.
All right, producer Evan, it's going to have to be a quick version of it. My fault. My bad.
That one's on you.
Do we have anything that we can clean up?
Nothing to close out.
Really?
Yeah, all of our takes left are, I would say, long term. WBC will be moved to mid-season.
So we've got a while.
Jordan Lawler will hit 280. Kirk Cousins will be the week 1 starter. Corbin Carroll will finish top 3 in MVP. D-backs will be a top wildcard team. Mark Williams not a Sun next year. We have 2 ASU basketball to make the tournament. The one that's closest to finishing is Eduardo Rodriguez will be an all-star. That's in July.
Wow, we've got a lot down the road. we need something for just like the next couple of days. So I'll start. Paul Sewald, 2 saves this weekend against Colorado. Take it out. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of what we did on Tuesday. I'm not afraid of him blowing a save last night. Now, I think it's a good thing to remind everybody that I'm on a generationally bad run on this. Like, I think I got my first win in like weeks.
Yes, with the Knicks, we'll sweep the Sixers.
So I'm struggling.
It's okay. It's a bounce back. All right, mine. Carson Beck will be the starter by week 5.
Oh, that's a good one by you. You're going to clean up on that one. I may try to undercut you and be like week 3, but that's really good.
Thank you.
That's really good. I'm not taking this. I'm just adding on. I think tomorrow when we do a full schedule breakdown, we are going to feel like Carson Beck will be the starter within the first 2 months of the season.
I agree.
Like by Halloween, I think Carson Beck will be the starter.
Yeah, I do not think that we will get to the point where we're out trick-or-treating and kids are dressed up as Jacoby Brissett instead of Carson Beck.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
I did. I like what you did there. I've got a Cardinals one. The Cardinals will have 2 winnable games in the first month of the season. Now, we know half of their games right now. We'll know the other 2 by the end of the day. And this is going to require... Producer Evan's going to have to help judge this, of what we deem winnable. But I think there are going to be at least 2 games in the first month of the season where you feel like I can see the Cardinals winning that. I'll tell you right now, it's not week 1 against the Chargers. But I think 2 of the 3, including the Giants, you're going to feel like, you know what?
You can win that.
Because you see who the other team plays the week prior or the week after. You're going to feel like the Cardinals can get 2 wins in the first month of September. Whether they do, it's a different story. But I think you're going to feel like there's a chance, an opportunity at the beginning of the schedule.
I think that's fair. All right. Mine. The D-backs will sweep the Rockies to get back on track.
I will tell you. I thought about making this mine. I'm not even joking. I thought about sweep and 2 saves from Sewald. I thought about putting it together and making it one combined one. So I love this one for me. We're going to talk about it in hour number 2 of the show. This feels like the perfect time to be going to Colorado. Right?
There are few teams, like I would say there's a team in every division that for the teams towards the top of the division, you look at and say, okay, that's our get right area. You know, maybe not in the American League East, but you look at the Central and the American League Central, they play the White Sox. You think that's a get right area. You play the Angels in the AL West. You're like, okay, we feel pretty good about it. In the National League, I know they've been better this year, but it's always been the Nationals or the Marlins. In the Central, like the Reds, the Pirates, and same thing with the West. Always been the Rockies, always been the Giants recently.
We'll break it down in hour number 2, why we think it's a good matchup for the Diamondbacks here over the weekend. Take a note, Thursday in the books. Hour number 1 of the program in the books. We'll talk about Carson Beck being the week 1 starter for the Cardinals. The D-backs hit Colorado, but we'll start with buy or sell to start hour number 2, and we will do it next. You're listening to The Lunch Break, KDUS AM 1060.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix.
Hey, it's Audrey from the David Mahoney Morning Show. So much of what makes a family happy is what takes place in our homes. And some of that is creating a mess, whether it's picking up a kid from soccer practice, baseball practice, and all of that yuck being brought into your home carpets or onto your hardwood or tile. And Zero Res actually has something that can help. They can handle every single surface in your homes like carpets, tile, grout, hardwood, LVP, stone, upholstery, rugs, and even air ducts. I've recently used Zero Res and they do an amazing job. And I have pets, okay? And my pets might be dirtier than your kids. Actually, after further review, probably not. But this month, get Zero Resified starting at just $45 per room and get an air duct cleaning starting at just $4.99. You owe it to yourself and to your family to breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res right now at 480-507-2419 or go online at ZeroResPhoenix.com and say you want the KDUS special. Spell it backwards or forwards. It all spells the same. Zero Res.
Somber presents You Are the Reason Tour. Fresh from selling out shows all around the world. See Somber live in Glendale. Desert Diamond Arena, October 14th, with special guests Tom Odell and The Help. Get tickets now at sombermusic.com.
Big fat news. Del yeah. Big fat tacos are back at Del Taco. Get these toasty flatbread tacos with seasoned beef, grilled chicken, or carne asada steak. Right now, grab 2 grilled chicken big fat tacos for just $6 small. Need a little something extra? For a limited time, score Del's classic snack tacos with seasoned beef and fresh house grated cheddar for just 59 cents each. Only at Del Taco. Price and participation may vary.
Monument Valley? Check. Grand Canyon? Check. Sedona? Check. Camelback? Check. Think you've seen it all in Arizona? Well, if you haven't been fishing, you haven't seen a thing. From ponds and reservoirs to rivers and lakes, our state has no shortage of ways to cast a line for beginners and pros. And a fishing license is your passport to all of them. Get your license at azgfd.gov and discover a whole new way to see Arizona.
AAA membership travels with you in any car, whether driver or passenger. It's 24/7 expert help with towing, battery, and branch services across the valley. Join AAA for less than $6 a month and add loved ones for half off. Call or visit your local branch today.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix.
Hour number 2 of the lunch break here on KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you. We open up hour number 2 of the program. We'll buy or sell.
Little buy or sell. It's the hottest takes in the valley.
Let me get a quick temperature check. How have I been so far on the show today?
I think you've been
from an emotional standpoint. From the morning that I had.
More. It's come down from maybe the morning meeting.
Well, and I don't want to get into the full details on this, but you know how my day ended yesterday.
Yes.
So the last 24 hours for me have not been nothing.
Not been particularly.
Listen,
great.
everything's okay, but just something happened yesterday that basically took up my entire afternoon that I was not planning on. And it was my fault. It was self-inflicted. So I have not been at a 100%.
It's been a tough 24
since
hours.
about this time yesterday. Although I'll tell you, today's going a lot better than yesterday.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's you're having a better day.
We
got an hour until Friday.
I didn't have this on my plans. I'm getting some really good barbecue tonight for dinner.
Yes. Yeah, you were telling me that. That's awesome. That's awesome. I was looking at their menu when you brought it up.
The place that I'm going to?
Yeah, the corn casserole. I'm a big barbecue side person.
So I have. Are you familiar with Trevor Sikkema?
No.
Of the NFL Stock Exchange?
No.
Or the NFL Draft Exchange, I should say?
No.
So he's a podcaster in the draft space.
Yep.
Worked for PFF in the past. One of his previous stops, I worked alongside Trevor.
Okay.
And I want to give him full credit for this. I don't want to take it. He has a standard of 3 sides minimum, is his saying when it comes to barbecue. It is so ingrained into his brand that when people go to different places and they get barbecue, they send him a picture with the hashtag 3 sides minimum. You have to have 3 sides with your barbecue. So I was with him and we got barbecue together.
Did he not get 3
No,
sides?
this was the draft in
Nashville? Yeah, I was going to say.
So we went.
Yeah.
3 sides minimum. I have not looked back. You have to have 3 sides with your barbecue. So hopefully my wife's okay with that. We're going to run up the bill a little bit tonight because I'm getting 3 sides.
Yeah.
Although speaking of this, I just realized this. My wife has my credit card. I'm going to need that back for tonight.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
What do you consider a side? Because like some places will give you like complimentary cornbread, right? So is that a side?
That is a side, yes.
And then I could add 2 more.
No,
now I have 3 sides.
No,
or
no.
I have to buy
Yes.
3 sides.
The cornbread can be us. It is a side, but it does not count as your 3 sides. Absolutely not. That's at least my personal rule. That's a separate side
Okay.
entirely.
So let's say I went potato salad, maybe beans, and the corn casserole tonight. The side of and then a biscuit that they gave you for free.
I mean, we can pick 3 better sides than that.
You're a mac and cheese guy?
1,000%. It's the first side that I will ask for.
All right, wait. What's it called again?
The place that I'm going to?
Yeah.
I really don't like giving out free pub.
Oh, yeah, that's
you know?
right. That's right. Give me a second. I think I have the I don't have the tab open.
I'll
Good. We'll find you barbecue side.
I'll tell you. I'm going to Caldwell County Barbecue tonight.
That's what it is.
It's one of my favorite places. I've been there a bunch.
Okay.
Here are the sides. I'll read you the sides. You want the sides? Here you go. You got coleslaw.
Okay.
You got corn casserole.
Yep.
You got pinto beans. Don't know why you would do that. You've got potato salad.
Love potato salad.
You've got mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
And you've got a side salad.
Yeah. See, side salad, not a rabbit.
This is
not
tough.
Getting that.
This is tough for me.
Mac and cheese, that's a lock for you.
There's not
Caldwell potato salad. Your thoughts on potato salad?
I don't like mayonnaise.
Okay, I don't hate that take at all. By the way, I then think the creamy cornbread, that Aunt Susan's corn casserole.
Well, okay, I was just saying corn casserole. I wasn't trying to give. Okay, sure.
What?
I mean, I wasn't trying to just give away a whole bunch of free publicity, but you just now have decided to just name the side, so you can get the lemon poppy seed coleslaw. Maybe you want Julio's mac and cheese. If we're just going to do it, we might as well just give them all the pub in the world. But I will tell you, I think I'm going to struggle tonight on the sides.
Yeah.
I don't think there's 3 sides.
Limited options, it looks like.
I may go.
You just need to get a 3rd side. I think I can tell you what you're going to get.
Well, mac and cheese for sure.
Yes. I think you'll end up doing the corn.
The casserole?
Yes. And I think just to get a 3rd side, you'll go with the salad.
The potato salad.
No, the side salad.
No, I don't do lettuce. I don't do greens.
And you'll do the beans.
Put that on the board. Put that on the board. Soundboard immediately tomorrow. I don't do greens. I don't do lettuce. I don't do arugula. I don't do spinach. No, thank you. Oh, beans overrated. Trash.
Are you a sandwich guy at all? Like, would you go with the sandwiches here?
No, absolutely not. No, I'm getting a full plate, and you're just loading me up with pulled pork and ribs.
That's what I think. I think you don't go. Not a brisket guy though.
No, listen. I'll enjoy some brisket.
You didn't say brisket.
It may be 3 meats minimum tonight instead of 3
Wow.
sides. I mean, I don't know.
Wow, and you're gonna just pass one off as a side?
Maybe. They got a baked potato though.
All right.
Does that count as a side?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, baked potato.
Because that's
is
in
a
a
side.
separate category on the website.
Baked potato is a side. I don't care if it's in a separate category. That's a side. Your thoughts?
I mean,
Where are you seeing that?
selfishly,
Oh, wait, does the dessert count?
no, a dessert is not a side.
I love a banana pudding. That's a barbecue staple.
But no, Code says this conversation is making my lunchtime bologna sandwich a lot more miserable. Code, give me the breakdown of the sandwich. Is it just bologna? Because as a kid, and I still to this day, if I'm in my feels and I want to emotionally eat, I go to my childhood bologna and cheese sandwich.
Really? Is that what you do?
Bologna and cheese sandwich on a sub roll.
Okay. I feel like I did more turkey than anything. But you know what I used to do and I used to like? I used to go into my kitchen, grab a slice of cheese and a piece of turkey and just roll them up.
Yeah, that's fine. Nice little roll up. You don't want the carbs.
Yeah.
Gotta say the carbs.
Yeah, exactly. So the turkey and cheese roll-ups were classic.
So, Code, if you could give me a breakdown of what else is on the sandwich and the bread and what we got going on.
You know what else
that'd be great.
My mom used to do? Yeah. This awesome. So this was like, as a kid, running out to baseball practice, running out to football practice, whatever it might be. It was...
I don't need the mayo, but cheese and then the chips are on the side? Absolutely. Now, 2 follow-up questions. What kind of cheese?
What kind of chips?
And what kind of chips? Those are the 2 most important.
Yep.
How about we get to buy or sell?
Oh, yeah.
Since we're 11 minutes.
Whole wheat bread. Okay.
All right.
I think you go white bread with the bologna, but...
Well, I mean, Code maybe wants the whole wheat bread.
That's fair.
Maybe that it's by design that way.
That's fair. Last night, we'll unlock the Diamondbacks offense.
Oh, I'm not. You know what? I'm not prepared. Well, I hit it. I wasn't prepared.
Sell.
Yeah, I'm going to sell.
You don't think that they'll have a better weekend because of it?
Well, no. I think they're going to have a good weekend because of Coors. I don't think it's because of last night, because I could very easily make the case that you have that big moment last night and it doesn't actually matter because you lose the game.
Yeah.
It could actually
make it worse.
It could make it worse. It could mentally drain them that they finally broke through offensively. And again, it was just 3 runs in the 9th inning. But it didn't matter because they lost the game anyway.
It's a good point. I can't argue with the fact that, yes, they did.
Now, I think they're going to have a good weekend, but I think it's going to be because they're in Coors, and Coors is a hitter's paradise.
Yes. Obviously, the altitude is a huge factor in that.
Of course. Ball carries.
The ball carries.
You get about 12% more on a ball hit at Coors
Is that what
Field.
it is?
12%.
You hit a ball 200, you hit it 224 feet.
That's very good math by you. Yes. If you hit a ball 100,
300,
it
you
would
get
be
336.
Yes.
Wow. Interesting. I didn't know that's what it was.
About 12%.
I like that. Now that I know that, I wonder what it is in Mexico City.
It's more than 12%.
Probably like 20%.
The ball carries there.
The schedule release day is the most important day for social media managers.
Yes. I mean, you work all year for this. I mean, you work your entire year for this day. Because guess what? There's going to be about 300 articles written between today and tomorrow ranking the best and worst schedule releases. And if you're a social media manager, you don't want to be on the list of the worst.
No, not at all. You cannot be on the list of the worst. And it is, as I have a buddy who works in the NHL, he would do anything to have a day like this where he's so focused and like he is the center of attention. He doesn't have that. Tough day for him, by the way. We were pulling for him. He works for the Wild.
Ooh. They're early vacation.
Unfortunately, yes.
They ran into the buzzsaw that is the Colorado Avalanche.
Yes, which leads me to my next. The Colorado Avalanche will win the cup.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll buy. They seem to be the favorites. They've been good all year, and they're just dismantling teams in the postseason. Did they sweep in the first round?
Yes, swept the Kings 1-5 here.
So they've lost 1 game through the first 2 rounds.
Correct.
It's pretty impressive.
Carolina has not lost a game yet.
Carolina also impressive. Collision course.
Correct.
Between those 2 teams.
The Minnesota Timberwolves will force Game 7.
No. I think San Antonio. That game's tomorrow, right?
Correct.
I think they just put it to bed. I think Minnesota had their chance. They won the game with Wemby out. I think they needed to win Game 5. I think the Spurs end it in Game 6.
Wemby have a good night
in the closeout game.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think it's a big get for him. This is a big series for them because like the first series is the first series. This is like their first true test before you go play Oklahoma City.
You're talking from a Spurs perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they played Portland in the first round. That wasn't really a challenge.
Exactly.
For them.
That's what I'm saying. This series is a step up and to look good and to close out and your chance to close out before you go and play an Oklahoma City team
that hasn't lost yet.
Hasn't lost and is steamrolling people. It's a very it just makes you feel better going into that series.
I would agree. And if you want people to think that you have a chance against Oklahoma City, you don't want to play 7 tough games against Minnesota. You're going to be tired while Oklahoma City is just kind of sitting back and relaxing and getting healthy and staying fresh.
Correct. How about not that series, but the Cleveland-Detroit series? We'll go to 7.
What happened in that game last night?
Went to overtime, and Cleveland just kind of pulled away.
Well, I just mean the comeback. They were down 9 points with 3 minutes to go.
Mean, they completely fell apart.
Detroit, 96.8% chance to win when they had the 9-point lead. The Cavs finished on a 23-10 run. Won it in overtime. James Harden, 30 points and 6 assists.
I was just about to do this. This wasn't a buy or sell, but this did bring up my question. Is this a legacy-defining playoff run for James Harden?
You know what he did last night by scoring 30? Shout out to ESPN Research on this. That's the 6th franchise that Harden has recorded a 30-point playoff game with. The Thunder, the Rockets, the Nets, the 76ers, and the Clippers are the other 5.
Wait, what? The Thunder?
Thunder, the Rockets, the Nets, the 76ers, the Clippers, and now the Cavs.
I thought you didn't say Clippers at first. I was like, sorry, Rockets at first. I was like, oh my gosh, the only team he hasn't is the Rockets.
No, he's done it with.
That's wrong. He's done it with all of them.
No other player has done it with 5. He's done it with 6.
Yeah, he's that guy. Jacob Mizorowski's injury is not a big deal.
In what context?
It won't be a serious, long injury for him.
I mean, they're just calling it cramping, right?
Yeah.
That's what they called it. So I'll buy. Man, the first pitch of the game he threw yesterday was 103. 103 from the starter. So you know how over the course of a start, the guy kind of fades a little bit, right?
Not him.
No. But a guy fades, right?
Yes.
So he's throwing 97, 98 in the first inning. By the time you get to like the 6th or the 7th,
maybe he's throwing 95.
Right. He's throwing 85, 90 pitches. All right, we're topping out 94, 95. Jacob Mizorowski's probably throwing 99, 100 in the 7th inning as he's fading. And by the way, it looks so effortless.
That's the thing that's crazy.
It's 103, and it looks like he's just calmly throwing a Frisbee.
He's so lengthy, right? He's getting so much whip, so much torque on it. It looks so effortless. So effortless.
He's kind of got that side.
Yeah.
The Madison Bumgarner.
It's a little Chris Sale from the right
Sale's
side.
a good one, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. Devon Achane was overpaid.
How much money did Devon Achane get?
I'll tell you here. I'll give you the exact number.
I know it was $32 million guaranteed.
Yeah, so it's 4 years, 64 with 32 of it guaranteed.
Interesting. So it's 4 years, $64 million.
Yes.
And how much of it's guaranteed?
You said 32.
32? So about half of it's guaranteed? Did I do that math correctly?
Correct.
Can you read the take again?
Devon Achane is overpaid.
Jeremiah Love is getting 59.6 fully guaranteed.
What can he get up to for Jeremiah Love?
No, that's it. It's 4 years, 59.6.
And everything's guaranteed.
Every penny of it is guaranteed.
The deal includes $32 million guaranteed and $16 million average annual value, makes Achane the third highest paid running back in the NFL. Bonuses could push the deal up to a value worth $68 million. Third highest paid, behind Jeremiah Love.
So no, he's not overpaid because Jeremiah Love is the running back that's overpaid. And no offense to Jeremiah Love, because I think he's great.
Has not played it down in the
right.
NFL.
He is the guy that is overpaid.
That's all I got for you.
Saquon Barkley has the second most guarantees at $36 million.
Okay.
And then it's Ashton Genty at $35.8.
So he is,
think about this.
$23.8 million above that second highest guy.
Love?
Yes.
About $17 million. 17 and some change.
Okay.
But here's what's so fascinating. Where was Ashton Genty taken?
Genty was taken eighth.
Okay.
Sixth. He was taken sixth.
His guarantees are 35.8. Jeremiah Love's are 53. Sorry, did I say?
That's a big difference.
$53 million.
For 3 picks, that's a huge difference.
Right, that's why I brought it up. 4 years, $53 million. I think I said 59.
By the way, I'm watching Josh Allen hit hit softballs in what I assume is a celebrity softball game at a minor league park in Buffalo. He just hit one out of the actual stadium.
He's
an softball.
He's an athlete.
And not just out. Way gone.
Well, he just had his baby, right?
Yes.
New dad strength.
Correct.
New dad strength.
That's a great point by you. It's a great point. That's all I got for you.
What an interesting version of buy or sell that was.
A very long, interesting version of buy or sell.
Started with barbecue, ended with Josh Allen hitting home runs. 480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. You can also chat away with us to KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. When we come back, will Colorado be the right spot for the Bats? That's next, the lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
ASU Baseball enters its final regular season series over on KAZG 1440. Join the Sun Devils this Thursday afternoon as they take on Houston. Head coach Lee Bloomquist is more than ready to have his final series of the regular season start with a win. Join the voice of the Sun Devils, Tim Healy, on the call live. It's ASU versus Houston this Thursday afternoon. A pregame starting at 4:15 p.m. and first pitch at 4:30 over on KAZG at 1440.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or motorcycle crash, you're probably asking, who do I trust? There's only one firm to call, the attorneys at Sweet James. Here's what makes them different. Many of the Sweet James attorneys used to represent insurance companies, so they know how they work and what comes next. Sweet James steps in, takes over, helps you get the right doctors, and handles your case so you can focus on healing. They fight to get you the most money possible and help you get back on the road. They've recovered over $2 billion for injured accident victims, and you pay nothing unless they win. Call for a free case review, 800-9-million, 800-900-0000, and sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Santana, Oneness Tour 2026. The power, the energy. Come celebrate your favorite hits from Woodstock to Supernatural and beyond. With very special guest, the Doobie Brothers. Friday, August 14th, Mortgage Matchup Center. On sale now at livenation.com. Santana and Doobie Brothers, Oneness Tour 2026.
If you're a pro, you know you need paint and primer fast. And the Home Depot has you covered with same-day or next-day deliveries so you can stay on site and on schedule. Get high-quality Behr paints and Kills primers delivered right to your job site. And with the Home Depot app, reordering is faster than ever. Just pick your paint, track your order, and get your go-to color in no time. No delays, no extra trips, just the paint and primer you need when you need it. The Home Depot. How pros get more done. Limitations may apply. Not available in all markets. See store for details.
Is above the noise. With Game 5 tonight, the Pistons may be facing a problem that goes beyond this series. During the regular season, Jalen Duren looked like a foundational piece. He became a near-automatic 2010 guy. He was an all-star, helping Detroit secure the Eastern Conference's top seed. For a young team with championship aspirations, that kind of production suggested Duren was trending towards a massive payday. The playoffs have created a very different conversation. In 11 postseason games, he's scored more than 12 points just once, finishing with 15 in that lone outing. Evan Mobley and Jared Allen deserve credit. Cleveland's front court is among the league's toughest defensively. This is when stars are expected to prove their value. Regular season numbers can build a reputation. Postseason consistency can determine your price. Detroit does not need Duren to dominate every night, but it does need more than this. If he's going to earn max money, good in the regular season isn't good enough. I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. These days, everybody's searching for ways to save on insurance, scrolling comparison sites, digging through tips, chasing deals. But Liberty Mutual makes it simple. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance to save you money. And when you bundle, those savings really start to come through. It's insurance built for real people with a team that helps you keep what matters most, money. No hassle, just confidence that your coverage is customized with savings in mind. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local independent agent. Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you want, Tire Rack makes it really easy. Fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, and the best selection of General tires. Go to TireRack.com/Dan to see their General tire test results, tire ratings, and reviews, and be sure to check out all the special offers. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
An off day today for the Diamondbacks, and they will head to Coors Field. Do you think a pitcher wants to go to Colorado? Like, do you think if you're a free agent, you want to sit down and have a meeting with Colorado? I mean, it's a great place to live. Denver's fantastic. I've spent some time in Colorado Springs. I've enjoyed it up there. It's a beautiful place. The weather's good. Yeah, it snows, but it's just nice. But you have to pitch at altitude, and basically every mistake you make is going to go 430 feet over the fence.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why anybody as a pitcher would ever sign in Colorado.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Hit the sounder.
I knew that.
Did you see it?
No.
Now, I'm going to wait for full confirmation. But D-back Stats and Info just tweeted. Mitch Bratt left the game after sustaining an injury. I mean, I don't know what to say.
I do. You ready for Zach Allen every fifth day for the rest of the season?
Yeah. Well, they could just do the bullpen swap. So yeah, I just saw that on social media. We'll see if Reno tweets anything. Do I follow the Reno Aces on social media? Let's see. I don't see anything on their Twitter account. Oh, what a huge blow that would be. That would be so disappointing. He had thrown 55 pitches, 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts through, like I said, 4 1/3. And we were kind of talking about him as a potential. Now, is this on us? Did we jinx him too?
I don't think so.
Do we have to take responsibility?
I
for
don't
this?
think that's on us. That devastating.
Yeah, I mean, he was being viewed as a potential answer to Zach Gallen's spot in the rotation. Either way, he was being viewed as somebody who could probably get called up here pretty quickly and help the big league roster. So we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe we'll have an update before we get done today here on the show. But they're going to play in Colorado here over the weekend. And I'll be honest, the reason why I was moving over to social media is because Jack Summers, who covers the Diamondbacks for Sports Illustrated, had a great tweet that he put out a couple hours ago saying that the Diamondbacks are at or near the bottom in OPS at 5 different positions. Producer Evan, you haven't seen this. You want to play a little game?
Yes, I do.
Guess the position?
5 different positions.
5 different positions where they are at or near the bottom in OPS.
Okay.
Do I have any? What kind of game show music? What?
The weekend winners are closest.
I mean, this. Okay, yeah, this does have some game show music type feel to it. All right, this is what we'll go with. Go ahead.
Okay. Second base.
Okay, let me just back up a second. I'll let you reconsider your guess, just in case.
Okay.
Family Feud rules: 3 strikes are out.
Okay.
So if you want to factor that into how you.
Okay. Next question. This is for season, like every player combined that's played this position.
It is by position, yes.
Okay. Center field.
Center field.
I'm telling you, that sounds exactly like Family Feud too.
They are.
Good answer.
They are 27th in OPS from center field. Now, as Jack points out in the tweet, Ryan Walshman should be able to help in that regard.
Yep. Second base.
Good
answer. No way.
Second base, they are 6th. 792 OPS from the second base.
I know he's been bad.
Yeah, but you might be stealing a little Ildemaro Vargas because he's played some second base.
Yes, and that's why I'm so nervous to say first, even though it was so bad early. I'm not going to use that as a guess yet. Left field.
Left field, they are dead last, 30th. A 582 OPS.
Oof. I'll go with catcher.
They are 24th in catcher, 562 OPS.
All right.
So far we've got catcher, we've got center field, and left field. 2 remaining on the board.
Okay.
2 strikes remaining.
And I have 2 strikes remaining. I have 2 remaining on the board. Shortstop.
Says shortstop.
Okay.
Shortstop, they are 12th.
I knew that was a little bit of an aggressive guess.
709 OPS out of their shortstop position this year. And again, Jack Summers, great beat writer for the D-backs on SI, does a great job, co-hosts the Snake Territory podcast. We got to try to get Jack on the show because he does some great work. I'd love to chat it up with him about D-backs baseball.
All right, so I have 2 guesses left.
You have 1 guess left.
Yes, if I get it wrong.
Yeah, you have 1 ABS challenge remaining.
Correct. All right, so let's take right field out. It can't be right field. So we know it's center. We know it's left. We know it's catcher. It's not second. It's not short. So first base.
First base.
Can I be honest? With Ildemaro Vargas playing as much as he has over there, I did not see that coming.
626 OPS from the first base spot.
Oh.
You got 1 more left?
Yeah, and I think I only have 1 position left. Oh, no. It's not him. It's the designated hitter.
Designated hitter, 27th, a 546 OPS. You want to guess their best position?
Third base.
Nolan Arenado and Jose Fernandez. An 860 OPS out of the third base spot.
Corbin's got to be close, right? Like he's an OPS over 800 this year. That was my thought.
Corbin in right field, or the right field position for the Diamondbacks, is 7th amongst right field. It's a 873. Now, what hurts is that there's a lot of great production in right field.
Yeah.
Washington, the Yankees, because of Judge, the Cubs, the Guardians, the Cardinals, because I think that's where Jordan Walker's playing, and then Colorado, because Mickey Moniak's been playing some right field.
Yeah, Mickey Moniak's been good.
And he's been tearing the cover off. Speaking of
how
Colorado,
about that?
you look at some of these numbers.
What an epic turnaround for Mickey.
10 years later, yeah. From when he was drafted.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I know
Remember who took him.
He was your 1-1. So I bring up these numbers to say, boy, they need a good series in Colorado. Like Colorado is the perfect place to maybe get some balls to go your way, to bounce your way. They have some good luck to take full advantage of the 12% extra distance that you get on a fly ball and to turn some of these numbers around.
You're going to have to. You're going to have to. I wonder, it's a good thing to find, are they hitting the ball up in the air a lot or not at all?
I think I can get this for you pretty quickly. Now, you want fly ball rate,
What is their fly ball rate?
This is going to just take me just a second.
Because if my thought is, if they're hitting the ball on the ground a lot, the course isn't really going to help that much.
If they're hitting the ball
on the ground,
they have the third lowest fly ball rate.
There it is.
In baseball, 23.8%.
Knocking the ball up.
Their ground ball rate is 43.8%.
Is that the highest?
No, the highest ground ball rate belongs to the Milwaukee Brewers. They hit the ball 52.2% of the time.
Yeah, but
on the ground.
Let's be real. Everybody in that lineup makes contact, so it's fine.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks 23.9 line drive rate. That's towards the tops in baseball.
Good.
Not at the top, but it's towards the top.
Who is the highest fly ball rate?
The highest fly ball rate in baseball. You want to guess?
I
think it makes sense.
You do?
I don't know if it's going to be one of the first teams you guess, but yes, I think they make sense.
Okay. I think it's the Yankees.
Yankees are number 4.
Okay.
29%.
The New York Metropolitans.
No, the Mets are 26.2. They're lower.
The Dodgers?
The Dodgers are right in front of the Yankees at 29.2.
Is it my team?
This is not your team. Think of a team that has a bunch of just dudes that hit the ball, but you don't think that they're that great of a team.
The A's.
No, but sort of, kind of. Who would be the A's of the National League?
The A's of the National League?
Yeah. Who would be the A's of the National League?
Is it the Cubs? Padres? And those teams are too good. Is it the Giants? The Pirates? The Cardinals?
You're getting warmer.
Is it the Reds?
It's the Reds.
I would have never guessed.
The Reds are kind of the A's of the...
No, they're not. That threw me off way more. The Reds in the National League to me is the Pirates.
The A's of the National League. You said the Reds.
Yes.
No, the Pirates can't hit. The A's can hit.
Yeah, but the Reds lineup stinks.
No, the Reds hit.
Not that well. In runs scored, they are third to last in the National League.
All right, maybe never mind. Maybe I misguided you. You know what? That's on me. That's my fault. My bad.
Yeah. Just keep in mind, in runs scored, they're 29th.
All right, I take back everything I said. My fault. My fault.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, big series this weekend in Colorado, and a good chance for these bats to wake up because we shared with you the numbers. I mean, they have to be better. I mean, they are, in some positions, the bottom 5 in all of baseball. They just have to be better if they're going to get back to 500 and play winning baseball the rest of the way.
This is a really important series for them.
Yeah.
Because this is like the first real breath of fresh air they'll have in what has been kind of a really tough stretch.
Well, and then they play the Giants right after, don't
right?
they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 6 games where you're going to have a little bit of breathing room. You need to come out of here 4-2.
Yeah, you have to win both series.
Yeah.
You have to.
100%.
480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. You can also join us on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. When we come back, are the tides turning in favor of Carson Beck being the week 1 starter? We'll talk about it next. The lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Does LeBron want to play another year, 2 years? How important is maybe going someplace to win another title? Going back to Cleveland, you bookend your career. The money aspect of it. The Lakers with Austin Reeves. It's Luka's team. How do you surround him? What do you surround him with? I thought LeBron did a pretty admirable job. In the playoffs, I thought he played pretty well. Now, there are times when he looks like he's 41, which is understandable. But he's not my lead dog.
Weekdays, 6 to 9 a.m. on KTUS AM 1060.
On a July morning in 1991, Detective Mike King's life changed forever.
I don't think I'll ever forget that first moment when I saw her.
A young woman made a startling confession. She'd recently been a member of a cult.
I had to consider the fact that her involvement meant that she could actually be one of the predators.
Gardens of Evil, Inside the Zion Society Cult is the 5th season of the award-winning series American Nightmares. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen.
John Mellencamp. Dancing Words Tour, the greatest hits. August 9th. Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com. John Mellencamp. Part of the America First Credit Union Concert Series.
When it comes to your electric bill, saving energy means saving money. That's why SRP offers many ways to help you cut costs and boost comfort. From rebates and discounts that can save you thousands of dollars, to expert insights that can help make your home more energy efficient. SRP has tools and programs that give you many ways to save. Explore your options today at srp.net/savings. That's srp.net/savings.
There are 6 things that must be exactly perfect for your air conditioner to use less energy and last longer. If even one isn't perfect, your system works harder and wears out quicker. For just $129, Gettle will give your system a rejuvenation. We'll test and adjust all 6 things and clean the outdoor coils the right way, not the easy way. Those coils get hot, so that plaque is baked on. A garden hose just won't do it. No one knows air conditioners like Gettle. Goettl will keep you cool, but it's hard to spell.
Hey, it's Bodie and Victoria, owners of NewACUnit.com.
In Arizona, it hits 100 degrees and suddenly AC prices magically go up.
We don't play that game at NewACUnit.com.
Even with manufacturers raising prices this year, we've used our buying power to keep your costs down.
And the price you see online, that includes everything. Unit, install, delivery, no surprises.
Just a smarter, more affordable way to stay cool at NewACUnit.com.
Save time, buy online, UACUnit.com.
America First Credit Union has everything you need to get your money working. And for a limited time, members get a $150 cash bonus for opening a checking account and $200 more for enrolling in and using direct deposit. If you're ready to do more with your money and get up to $350 cash, head to americaFirst.com and become a member today. Subject to membership, eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, change, and conditions. Additional requirements may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
It was a take a note for producer Evan here today on the show that Carson Beck would be the starter by week 5. I'm starting to get on board with the idea of, oh, by the way, I'd like an apology. Cincinnati scored 15 runs today against the Nationals and won 15-1. Well, don't tell me about how bad of an offense they have.
I'm just telling you that it's not good.
15 runs today against Washington. I'll accept my apology at Chris Schubert _ on social media.
We have 2 more Cardinals leaks, by the way.
Do we?
Yes.
You hit the sounder then, please. I didn't see these. Are they going to help my take or no?
What's your take?
My take a note from earlier.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Winnable games.
I would say no. Bo Brack, who reports for PHNX Cardinals, says week 1 will be the Chargers. Week 2, they will host the Seattle Seahawks. Week 4, we talked about, will be the New York Giants. And week 12, they will host the Commanders. So you have a big week 3 game.
Oh, I need week 3.
Because hosting the Seahawks, I wouldn't consider winnable.
I need week 3 to be the Jets at home.
Because I think the Giants are winnable.
Even though it's in New York, I agree. I mean, it's Harbaugh, so you have to worry, but...
Do I think they will win?
No.
No.
But
I think it's winnable.
Well, certainly more winnable than home against Seattle and at the Chargers. Both of those games were top picks for us yesterday.
Yes.
That was my first pick. Was the Charger game. Was it not?
Let me open the drafts.
I don't have that piece of paper in front of me, but I'm almost positive that was my first pick yesterday.
Your first pick?
No, it was at Kansas City.
At Kansas City. I took at Seattle. Then you took at Kansas City at the Rams. I then took home against Philadelphia, home versus Detroit. I have at the Chargers.
You have at the Chargers?
I have at the Chargers.
Wow. I thought I had it.
You don't even know your draft.
No, I don't. I know I took Kansas City number 1 overall, though. Yeah, so I need a big week 3 game. I need the Raiders. I need the Raiders week 3.
When they're still starting Kirk.
Yeah. No, you know what? Make that Mendoza's first start. I like our chances. I like our chances to get on the board. This may be the quickest take a note L I've ever had.
We may get it before the end of the show.
Well, I don't know about that. We've only got like 14 more minutes. Do I think we're going to know before we get on the air? It may be the daily special with how bad it is.
Oh, no.
What does oh no mean? What does oh no?
Not confirmed, but I'm hearing people have a week 3 prediction.
No.
No, nothing from anybody like reputable.
So we just got people firing stuff on social media.
People doing math.
Oh, no. They're looking at other people's schedules. Oh, no.
Are saying it might be San Fran.
You know what? You can just give me the L now. Just highlight it in red now.
But I don't know. We'll wait till it's confirmed.
Oh.
People doing math are worried it's San Fran in week 3.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
So Carson.
Carson Beck, yeah, he's going to be starting potentially as early as week 1. And I just find it interesting that these comments keep getting made. And as part of a story on ESPN this morning about looking at the rookie quarterbacks and seeing how they fit with their team and when they may get on the field, went through all of them. And for Carson Beck, there's 2 quotes from Josh Weinfuss that I'm just going to point out. And Josh was the person who wrote the story that originally got us talking this week about, how Carson Beck is actually, pro ready because of the offenses that he played in college. Quote, Beck could see time at any point of the upcoming season. While it's not likely, there is potential for him to be the week 1 starter, end quote. Josh isn't just throwing that out there accidentally. Because I'll tell you what, he goes on to say, quote, while starting week 1 is a long shot, there's a distinct possibility of Beck playing at any point from week 2 on. So Josh Weinfuss is saying there's a world, like a really decent world, where Carson Beck is the starter as early as week 2. And if that's the case, then the door is certainly open for him to be the starter in week 1. And I'll tell you this right now. If Carson Beck has a good camp, if Jacoby Brissett continues to hold out, Carson Beck should be the week 1 starter for this team. If Carson Beck has a good enough camp to where you feel like you can run your offense the way you want to if you're Mike LaFleur, if you feel like he's a rookie, I have to put a little bit of guardrails, but mostly we can do what we want to do, he should be the starter week 1. He's got to go through all of that. And if Jacoby Brissett is going to sit out these OTAs, these voluntary workouts, it is going to be every chance in the world for Carson Beck to win this job. And you've got the beat writer of the team for ESPN saying, there's a chance he starts week 1. There's a distinct possibility he starts as early as week 2. So this is absolutely something that we need to put firmly on our radar when OTAs start on Monday. Keep a very close eye on how Carson Beck looks, how Carson Beck is talked about by Mike LaFleur. We got to read between the lines. We got to follow the breadcrumbs because we're gonna be able to put the puzzle together. And I think it may lead to Carson Beck starting week 1 for the Cardinals. 480-864-1060, the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. Hey, make sure you download The free KDUS AM 1060 app. You can listen for your chance to win 4 tickets to the Diamondbacks when they take on the Colorado Rockies Saturday, May 23rd at Chase Field. Saturday, May 23rd, the first 25,000 fans to the game will receive a Serpientes replica jersey courtesy of Talking Stick Resort. We've got your chance to win 4 tickets for listening at least 1 hour on the KDUS AM 1060 app. So you listen for an hour, you get entered in to win those 4 tickets to the Diamondbacks when they take on the Rockies next Saturday, May 23rd at Chase Field. So it's, now that I'm done with that read, it's Rockies, Giants, Rockies.
That is correct.
So-
Yeah, that's how it's Rockies, Giants, Rockies, and then I want, off the top of my head, I want to say.
I mean, are we talking 6-3, 7-2 being the bare minimum they need to go here during this stretch?
Let me pull it up. But
well, how about we make that what we start the leftovers with?
Well, we could do that.
I'd like to do that because we're kind of up against it right now.
Okay.
So we'll answer that question when we come back. We'll also get to all the other stories that we didn't get to, an update on the PGA Championship and producer Evan's picks that he gave out yesterday. All of it coming up in the leftovers. We will get to it next. The lunch break. KDUS AM 1060.
Join in on the Sports Zoo with Dave Rooster Beerstein.
Was Kevin Durant out because it is a 7-game series and we could afford to lose a game? Maybe. I was surprised to see him on the bench. Everyone was surprised. The odds makers were surprised. Who knew that the Houston Rockets without Durant can't find someone to make a bucket? You know, Sengun's a very good player, and in years past, he might have been the guy to try and carry the load, but it didn't look good at all for the Rockets without KD.
Live weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit ForThePeople.com for an office near you.
Get ready for a night of rock with the Gene Simmons Band.
You know your man is working hard.
Saturday, August 22nd, 8 p.m. The Salt River Grand Ballroom at Talking Stick Resort. The Gene Simmons Band performing your favorite classic hits. Reserve seats on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss the Gene Simmons Band.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. However, if left untreated, could lead to costly repairs. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed, all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
ASU Baseball enters its final regular season series over on KAZG 1440. Join the Sun Devils this Thursday afternoon as they take on Houston. Head coach Lee Bloomquist is more than ready to have his final series of the regular season start with a win. Join the voice of the Sun Devils, Tim Healy, on the call live. It's ASU versus Houston this Thursday afternoon. A pregame starting at 4:15 p.m. and first pitch at 4:30 over on KAZG 1440.
All right, back to wrap up today's edition of the lunch break. We've got the leftovers. It's all the stories we didn't get to. Let's close the loop here. Producer Evan looked at the schedule. It's a lot of favorable games here coming up for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yep. So you got 3 at the Rockies, then it'll be 3 against the Giants, 4 against the Rockies at home, and then 3 in San Fran against the Giants.
Let's dive into that tomorrow. This is a very important stretch
I
for
think
this
that
Diamondbacks
opens
team.
a pretty important conversation.
Yeah, so we'll do that tomorrow on the program.
taking a look at some of the PGA standings. The PGA Championship is underway, day one here at Aronimink. Most of the people are finished up in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. And it is, I don't know how to say this name, Aldridge
Okay.
Potagier.
Okay.
Tied for the lead at 3
not
under.
Correct.
You also have Steven Yeager, Minwoo Lee, Rio Houston, Alex.
I would quit while you're ahead here, and you're not even ahead. I don't think you've gotten any one of these right.
Akshay Bhatia, and Alex Smalley.
I'm noticing that none of your picks are in here.
First of all, Minwoo Lee, I got right. Xander Schauffele, outside the top or inside the top 10, tied for 7.
Just checking on somebody.
Who are you looking for? Brooks is in the conversation at -1.
Want to see where Justin Spieth is? Jordan Spieth, excuse me.
Jordan Spieth, I think it was a tough day.
I can't even find him. No, he's doing okay.
Where is he? I'm still scrolling. I can't find him.
I can't find him anywhere. He not participating?
Did he withdraw?
I see Jordan Smith. I just keep scrolling and I don't see his name.
Give me a second. Oh, no. He's 1 under.
Oh, he's 1
Tied
under.
for 14th with Koepka.
1 under. I missed him in that group. Look at him. He's right there. He's right next to Brooks. He's right next to your guy. How'd you miss him?
Yes. So I feel pretty good about where we're at.
Okay.
I feel pretty good about my picks. Thank you to everybody if you tailed me. I hope it worked out for everybody who is a loyal listener to my segment here in the leftovers. Some things you can watch.
How about the guy who was penalized 2 strokes because he was late to his tee time this morning?
Yes. Yeah. Did you see his quote?
Happens to the best of us.
That one, and I wasn't late until I was late.
I wouldn't have been late if I knew I was running late. This is the direct quote.
Yes, that's it.
That's correct.
Yeah, that is that's a great
And then he goes
quote.
out and shoots a 69.
Yes. Turns into 71.
Well, yeah, but still.
He would have been tied for first.
By the way, it looks like the Cardinals are going to play the Saints in week 12. Or sorry, week 16.
Or it's a par 70, so he's 1 over. He would have been 1 under.
Cardinals traveling to New Orleans to take on the Saints week 16.
Week 16.
So one of those games that we feel is kind of winnable, not going to be in week 3. Boy, what a bad take by me.
Yeah, I got to be honest. It looks bad at the early part of this schedule. It's starting to look really bad. We have the full week 1 NFL schedule.
Okay.
So Wednesday night will be Patriots Seahawks. As we know, that'll be a Super Bowl rematch for the Seahawks to put up the banner. Thursday night will be the game in Australia. That'll be Niners Rams. Early Sunday slate. Bears at Panthers, Bucks at Bengals, Ravens at Colts, Bills at Texans, Saints at Lions, Jets at Titans, Browns at Jaguars, Falcons at Steelers. In the late Sunday window, it'll be Commanders at Eagles, Packers at Vikings, Cardinals at Chargers, Dolphins at Raiders. On Sunday Night Football, it'll be Cowboys at Giants. And on Monday night, closing out week 1, it'll be Broncos at Chiefs.
I heard some good games in there.
Yeah, there are some good ones. Some ones I'm circling. Bears at Panthers. Ravens at Colts could get interesting. Packers at Vikings. We'll see what they look like. Jets at Titans is going to be must-watch television. Bills at Texans.
Robert Saleh's first game as a head coach since getting fired by the Jets is against the Jets. It's not random. The NFL does not. They don't randomize these things. Okay, that they did that on purpose.
100% they did.
Just like last year, Aaron Rodgers' first game as a Pittsburgh Steeler
against the Jets. It is so classic. I didn't look at the clock. I didn't realize we had that little time.
Yeah, we've kind of, as typical for us, kind of ignored the clock today. It's going to do it for us here on the Thursday edition of the show. Jim Rome, he's coming up next. Producer Evan, thank you for all that you do. Man, I can't believe I get to say this. Everybody have a great rest of your Thursday. Tomorrow is the Friday edition of the show. We made it. The weekend right around the corner. We'll talk to y'all then. See ya.